Hey everyone, Coach Brenda here. So I'm coming to you today to make a quick breakfast frittata. And this is something that I like to make, especially when I'm going to work or I just came back from working out. So I decided I'm gonna make me one really quick. And it consists of 2 eggs, some veggies. You can put whatever veggies you wanna put in it. And I'm gonna use some kale in it and little Parmesan cheese. So I just wanted to show you really quick how to make it. It's really quick and easy. So I start out with my 2 eggs and I am kind of watching what I'm eating as far as calories, how many calories I take in. So these eggs are like 140 calories for 2 eggs. And then I have here my veggies, which I'm chopping up, and I'm gonna quickly get these veggies in what I have is some green onions and tomatoes today. So, and some kale. So I'm gonna just finish chopping this up. I love green onions and I love tomatoes, so I'm adding those too. And you can do mushrooms, you can add anything you want to add into it. And I like them kind of chunky because I like to taste all the flavors in them. So I'm gonna do 2 eggs here and my veggies. I'm gonna put my veggies in and I'm just gonna kind of heat them up a little bit. I put some olive oil in the pan and I have, what do I have here? Some kale. So I'm just gonna take a bunch of the kale, and it is frozen. You know, I like to just buy my kale, chop it up, wash it, chop it, and put it in here. And I'm on my health plan, I'm doing 80% veggies and less protein, some protein and healthy fats, but the main part is gonna be my veggies. So I'm adding quite a bit of kale to this. All right, so we're just gonna get that going really quick. And I have sprayed this is a cast iron skillet, sprayed it with some olive oil as well, and it's gonna go in the oven. And then I have my Parmesan cheese, and I'm doing about 2 tablespoons of Parmesan because I'm trying to watch my fats. Excuse my face, I put some coconut honey, but it's okay. So I'm gonna add this Parmesan. I'm eyeing it. 2 tablespoons of Parmesan, and I have some seasonings here. Now I got this from Trader Joe's. It's called Green Goddess, and it's a really good seasoning. It's got a lot of good seasonings in it. So I'm gonna sprinkle that in it. And then I have some citrusy, let me tell you what's in the Green Goddess while that's cooking. We have minced onion, garlic, black pepper, chives, dried green onions, spinach powder, lemon oil, lemon juice, dried parsley, and safflower oil in it. And the citrusy garlic, move it a little. Garlic, citric acid, onion powder, lime oil, lime juice, red pepper, bay leaf, coriander, cumin powder, ground black pepper, oregano, lemon oil, cilantro, basil, marjoram, and parsley. So this is all that is in here. So I'm going to just put a little bit of that in there because it's got a little citrusy taste to it. And we're going to mix my eggs up. Now you can add a little bit of heavy whipping cream if you want, because I put that in my quiche. Let's stir this a little bit. And you just want to get your veggies a little bit, just a little cooked. I like to. Let me get a little heavy whipping cream. I said a tablespoon of it. Just to give it a little fluff to it. Okay? All right. After I got that ready, my veggies are ready. I am going to pour my veggies right in the pan. Get them in there. And they smell good. That onion, that tomato, that kale in there. I'm gonna pour that in, then I'm gonna pour my egg mixture in there with my Parmesan cheese. Pour that in, mix that together. And then we are ready to bake. If you want, you can add a little more Parmesan, and guess what? I am. I'm gonna add a little more Parmesan to that just to go on top, okay? Now, if you wanna add some meat or anything like that, but I'm just doing veggies today. And we're gonna pop this into the oven in this cast iron skillet, and I will let you know how it turns out. Okay, while we're waiting on my breakfast frittata, I do want to share a few things that I do as meal prep just to keep myself ahead of the game, keep myself moving, and making sure that I'm eating healthy. Okay, so one of the things that I do, I buy the raw almonds and I roast them in the oven with a little olive oil, and sometimes I put this seasoning, goddess seasoning on it, and I put them on a baking sheet and I roast them. So anytime I'm making maybe a smoothie bowl or whatever, or oatmeal, I always have some roasted almonds on hand. Another thing that I do, my bananas, I get bananas and I'm using my bananas and they start kind of going a little brown. I cut them up, put them in here and throw them in the freezer so that you're not throwing bananas out because they're getting too ripe. So you can always use these in smoothies. Here I have fresh blueberries. I wash my blueberries, and instead of just keeping them and letting them go, I go ahead and put them in the freezer. So when I'm doing smoothie bowls or smoothies, they are frozen and my smoothie is cold. So it's good to, have some blueberries on hand. Strawberries. I buy the strawberries. I do the same thing. Fill your bag with fresh strawberries, wash them, put them in here so you always have fresh strawberries. And sometimes I even take them out, thaw them in a bowl for a little bit, and then I just eat them like that. As well as the kale, spinach, any greens that you're using that you want to make green smoothies, you can always wash them, cut them up, freeze them for a later day. Saute them, you can use them, you can add them to casseroles or whatever you're doing. So just a tip, so that in the summer when you're getting all this produce and you're buying it and you're wanting to eat it and you're not getting it eaten fast enough, wash it, freeze it, and you have it ready for any meal. All right, so that's just a tip for you. All right, I just wanted to share my breakfast frittata with you. So here we have it. It's got kale in it, tomato, onion, cheese, and eggs in it, and a little heavy whipping cream. So I wanted to share that with you. Put it on 350 for about 20-25 minutes, depending on your oven. And there you have it. All right, my frittata plated, and have a little grapes with that. I've got all my veggies in there and got some fruit on the side.